Have you ever asked yourself, am I really living or just trying to survive? Every day feels like a battle no one sees. You smile like everything's fine, but inside, you're holding back tears no one even knows about. And maybe, just maybe, you've started to believe that no one really sees you. No one really cares. But today, I want to tell you something. Jesus sees you, and that changes everything. Jesus sees you. There's something no one tells you about silent pain. It hides well. It knows how to smile at work. It knows how to laugh in conversations. It knows how to say, I'm fine, so convincingly that even you start believing it. But late at night, when the world is quiet and the noise dies down, that pain speaks louder than anything else. The questions come. Does anyone really see me? Would they even notice if I disappeared? Has God forgotten me too? Let me tell you something real, more than comforting words. Truth. Jesus sees you, not like a stranger passing by, not like someone offering pity. He sees you like an artist sees his creation, bruised, unfinished, but priceless. He sees the private battles, the silent grief, the way you keep showing up, even when it hurts. And he's not indifferent. He's not far away. He's moved. Think of the woman in Luke 13, 18 years bent over, not just physically, but dreams bent, dignity bent, voice silenced, forgotten by the world, but not by Jesus. He didn't wait for her to cry out. He called her forward. Why? Because where others saw just another woman in the crow, Jesus saw a daughter worth restoring. Maybe that's you today, bent over by life, by heartbreak, by exhaustion, by always being the strong one. You wish, maybe just once, someone would say, I see you. Well, hear this. Jesus says that to you now, not with judgment, but with mercy. You may feel invisible, but to him, you are worth stopping for. Let it settle in. You are not forgotten. You are not invisible. You are seen, fully, tenderly, powerfully. And what he did for her, he's ready to do for you. The moment everything changed. There's a moment when everything shifts, not slowly, not politely, but suddenly, like breath rushing into forgotten lungs. She didn't ask. She didn't beg. She just showed up. And Jesus interrupted everything. He called her out, not to shame her, but to lift her, to declare, woman, you are set free. Not, you will be. Not if you behave, but you are. Now. The room held its breath. All eyes turned, and he walked toward her and touched her. 18 years of pain, undone in a second. She straightened. She breathed. She saw the light again. She wasn't a ghost anymore. She was a daughter, seen, restored, whole. God still moves like that. This story, it's not just history. It's invitation. Jesus didn't wait for her to be ready. He moved first. And maybe that's what he's doing for you, right now. This could be your moment, your shift, your miracle. Grace doesn't wait for permission. It just moves. Don't disqualify yourself. Don't scroll past. This might be the moment your story starts over, not with despair, but with freedom. You don't need the whole plan. You just need to be willing to stand when he calls. Invisible doesn't mean forgotten. There's a pain deeper than rejection. It's being overlooked. You clap for others. You show up. You survive, but no one claps for you. And after a while, silence starts to lie. Maybe I'm just background, but hear me, you. Yes, you have not been forgotten. God didn't skip you. He didn't overlook your story. He's been writing towards you, not around you. Like the woman in Luke 13, you've been bent in silence, bent by years, by pressure, by pain. But he hasn't missed a moment. He's seen it all. And when the time is right, he won't whisper. He'll call your name, loud, clear, public, precise. So don't settle for staying small. Don't shrink back. Don't believe the lie that hidden means unworthy. Because what feels invisible today might be the very place God reveals his next miracle. He sees you. He remembers you. And he's not done. The power of faith. Faith isn't easy. Faith isn't always pretty. Real faith costs something. It costs your control, your logic, sometimes your pride. We love the idea of miracles, but we forget what comes first: the wait, the silence, the unanswered prayers. The woman in Luke 13 didn't just wake up one day, healed. She endured. She showed up, bent, exhausted, probably doubting. But she didn't let her condition write her conclusion. That's faith, not fireworks. Faithfulness. Maybe that's where you are. Not on the mountaintop, but in the hallway. Not doubting that God can, but wondering if he will. Faith doesn't mean you feel strong. It means you trust, even while trembling. Faith says, I don't know how, but I know you're near. So let me ask you, what are you still gripping because you're afraid to trust? What weight are you carrying that God never asked you to hold? What miracle are you delaying because you won't release? Faith isn't always about believing for the impossible. Sometimes it's letting go of the familiar, even when it hurts, to make room for the divine. Pain can feel safe if you've lived with it long enough. But hear me, you can't be free while still clinging to what broke you. So here's the line in the sand. Stay in control and stay stuck, or surrender and step into freedom. Don't wait to be ready. Just be willing. And maybe, just maybe, this is your spirit saying, okay, God, I'm ready. Release control. Control feels safe. If I hold it all together, maybe it won't fall apart. If I plan it all, maybe I won't get hurt again. If I stay strong, maybe no one will see how afraid I really am. But here's truth. Control is an illusion, and it's stealing your peace. You weren't made to carry this much. The people, the pressure, the weight. It's not just heavy, it's crushing. And maybe deep down, you've believed, if I let go, everything will fall apart. But what if that belief is the thing keeping you from being free? Jesus didn't ask you to be strong. He said, come to me, and I will give you rest. Rest doesn't come through control. It comes through surrender. And surrender, it's not weakness, it's worship. You'll feel it when it happens, like breath returning, like shoulders finally dropping, like silence filled with peace. So here's the question. What if the miracle isn't after you let go? What if letting go is the miracle? You've prayed for peace. You've asked for breakthrough. But maybe God's waiting too, waiting for you to open your hands so he can finally move. You can't hold freedom with fists full of fear. So breathe, let go, and whisper, God, I trust you more than I trust my fear. That's the moment. Everything shifts. A prayer of trust. Jesus, I'm tired, not just in my body, but deep, in my soul. I've carried too much for too long. I've smiled when I was breaking. I've pretended when I was empty. I've gripped control because I didn't know how to let go. But you see me, you know, you still say, come to me. So here I am, no mask, no plan, just a small, quiet, yes, I give you what I've been clutching. The pain, the people, the pressure, the fear. Not because I'm strong, but because you are. Jesus, I surrender. I trust you more than I trust my fear. Take my tired heart, breathe on it again. Heal what I've buried, restore what I gave up on. Lead me, step by step, breath by breath. If this message met you somewhere deep, don't walk away unchanged. You've been seen, you've been called, you've been invited. So take the next step. Pray again, trust again, live again. And if this spoke to your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Someone else is bent low right now. Your share might lift them up. You don't need to preach. Just pass the light. You've been made whole. Now go and live like it. If this message moved you, encouraged you, or helped you breathe a little deeper, please take a second to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. It might be a small click for you, but it could be the turning point for someone else. And if you ever need a space to breathe, to be seen, or to simply remember who you are, come back. This space will always be here for you.